thanks so much for watching and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make carne con gravy. If you don't know what that means carne, which is meat, con with, and gravy. So meat with gravy. It's really easy to do. I actually got taught like the eyeball method, which is like not using a measuring cup, but I'm going to roughly tell you how much you're going to use and how many times I do it. It's really hard for me to explain it right now, but you'll know what I'm talking about when we get into the video because it is like homemade, and a lot of people who make the same thing over and over again, they no longer use their measuring cups, they just eyeball it. Since I did post a picture on Instagram and everybody got super excited. Now I did want to share with you guys that I am wearing my Courage in the Kitchen apron, and I use it every time that I cook now that I have it, and it's my favorite because it goes really long on my body, so I use it when I wash the dishes so I don't ruin my clothes. Also, obviously when I'm cooking, and sometimes when I take Jude a bath, honest to God, it just depends on where we go. So like maybe if he painted, or you know, if it was muddy outside or something like that and I have to like, you know, help him out. It just depends on how dirty he is. If he ate pasta, because I swear he eats pasta like a beast, he just gets it everywhere. And yeah, it just helps me keep the splash zone controlled. If you're not going to give it to somebody, get it for yourself, especially because 100% of the net proceeds goes to a charity of your choice. You'll be able to select one at checkout, so I thought that was awesome, kind of in control of who you help and where your money goes, because a lot of people you know, are very selective and have maybe even a charity that's close to their heart. So there's tons to choose from, so don't forget to check out ForwardCares.com under Warriors in Pink. And I'm one of their models of courage. You might see my face on the website. So yeah, super exciting. There's all kinds of different choices in apparel. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an apron if you want to get involved and help a charity. You can use like a track jacket or maybe even a beach bag. I'll be doing a haul soon enough when their new line comes out, because I do want to show you guys all the awesome things that they have in store, because recently I was part of a summit and I got to see a little sneak peek of their new collection, and I'm super excited because tons of things I cannot wait to get my hands on. So anyways, I'm just like, I know I can ramble on and I'm just too excited, but yeah, so all that information will be on ForwardCares.com, and I'll put a link in the description box to this apron and also Ford. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this cooking tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to start with the meat. I'm going to start the cutting process because you want to make sure that they're small pieces. As you can see here, they're kind of already cut up for me. It's because I use stew meat, and the package that says stew meat. It's kind of a shortcut for me. I know that my hopefully future mother-in-law uses circle steak, and it's just a really good cut of meat, but the store that she goes to out here is really far from me, so yeah, I'm going to use the stew steak. But as you can see, it does have a lot of fatty parts, so you want to cut that off because it's going to be kind of tough to eat if you have these really hard pieces in your meat. Then you're going to move over to your hot pan and a little bit of olive oil to coat the bottom of the pan. Then I'm going to go ahead and add in my meat, and this is just going to start the browning process. Pretty much it's going to turn brown. That's why it's called the browning process. So with this, I'm just going to go ahead and let it start to simmer and cook a bit, and then I'm going to start my seasoning. And with the seasoning, it really depends on what you like. I know she uses salt and pepper and also garlic salt for her seasoning, but I like a little bit more flavor. I don't know if I like my food a little bit saltier and spicier, so I use one that's labeled Malibu, and it's like an all-purpose kind of a seasoning. It has everything in it, including like pepper flakes and chili flakes and things like that, so just makes the meat really orange to start with. So I'm going to go ahead and give a really good generous shake of that, and I'm going to do this twice. So I'm going to add my seasoning, and then I'm going to go ahead and give it a good toss, let it cook. And while you're doing this, this is going to add the flavor for your gravy, because you're going to dilute it with water and flour, so you want to really give it a good generous pour. I know it sounds, or it looks really scary and it looks like it's going to be super salty, but it's not, trust me, because it will get, you know, almost like watered down.
So this is going to be the flavor of our gravy, and I'm going to do the same seasoning process twice, then covering it, and after about 5 minutes, after I uncover it, you're going to see how much juice it produced. Look at all this nice flavor. It smells so good in here. I can't wait for you guys to try this. You guys are going to love it. My mouth is watering just watching the video over again. So yeah, as you can you see those little pepper flakes involved? It's so good. It's actually really mild. It's not as spicy as it sounds. So now that we have the flavor of our gravy down, we need to actually make the gravy, and all you need is flour and water. So I'm going to start with a half a cup of water and a half a cup of flour. And you should get this really thin consistency, almost like milk. It's going to look like milk. You're going to pour that straight into your pot full of the meat and juices, and it's going to thicken up so quickly. As we continue to add more water and more of the water and flour mixture, it's going to start looking a little bit more like soup or a stew than it did when we started, and that's okay, because every time that you mix it and stir it and you let it heat up, it's going to start to thicken, so that water is going to evaporate and just create this really nice gravy. So again, I'm going to do the half water, half flour mixture, and then I'm going to add another half a cup of water. So don't be alarmed. I know it looks a little bit scary and kind of on the light color, but as you let it cook and simmer, it does change color quickly. But this is actually a really quick meal. If you've got about 25 to 30 minutes, you're going to have an awesome meal that's going to feed so many. I have usually packed this up because I have a small family and we can eat it 2 nights in a row or maybe even for lunch. So this is pretty much how I plate it. I'll take a bowl of white rice and then pour this beautiful concoction on top of it. And as you can see, it's really thick and chunky, and then I add a little bit more extra gravy on top, and it's just so tasty, and it's a really nice hearty meal.
So that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching me cook. I know a lot of you guys really enjoy these videos. They're kind of like just like extra bits of my life, because it is cooking, it's not beauty. Usually I'm doing like fashion or beauty or nails or something, but yeah, it's cooking. I feel like I'm in my element because I'm a mom and Jude loves to eat. So there's 2 hashtags I wanted to share with you guys. Hashtag Warriors in Pink. You guys, if you want to see like pictures of the summit and all the other models of courage, you can use that. Also, hashtag SC Castaneda. If you're going to do this meal or recreate this meal, I want to see what it looks like, what you guys think, how it tastes, if you guys, you know, totally nailed it or failed it, because I tend to be a 50% nail and fail when I do things on Pinterest. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!